This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back, everybody. There's a word that's been going around for quite some time now. And I believe we think we know what the word means, but maybe we're not 100% sure. But it can radically change your life once you harness the power of mindset. We're going to dig into that today and also maybe reflect back to self-care, which we started talking about last time we got together with her. She helps people move their lives forward in so many different directions by way of coaching, inspiration, also focusing on wellness and so much more. Name of her company is New Wonderful Life. And she and her husband help people transform their new wonderful lives. It is Dr. Fredina Weems back on the program with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and it's good to be back on. I enjoy the sessions with you because we really can get into helping people within our company, which is really called New Wonderful You. And
Thank you for that.
I'm excited about that. And yes, so you know what I realized, Steve? Self-care cannot go anywhere without your mindset. Because if you do not take the time out to get the total holistic plan, which we've been talking about, spirit, soul, and body, the mind, intellect, plays a total part on your feelings. And your feelings plays a total part on your emotions. And your emotions steam out into your physical well-being, which take a toll on your whole environment. So we have to start at that mind, which is mean what is going on in your mind, and are you being mindful of your thoughts in that particular moment?
See, I listen to everything, and I find it interesting that many people say body, mind, spirit. You present it as spirit, mind, body. So I'm wondering in terms of the order, I'm thinking here, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just being more intentional that you can't have the best body unless it starts with the mind and the mindset. So many of us, want to work on ourselves, be in shape, whatever it is. They say body, mind, spirit, but it's not in that order.
It's nothing wrong with that, but we've got to get the whole piece in. It's spirit, mind, soul, and body. Because you don't start feeling it, you start thinking it. Then once you start thinking and where to come from, well, where's your beliefs? Your beliefs can be you believe in nature, you believe in Christianity, you believe in whatever your beliefs are, it's going to focus into your mind. And then the mind is going to bring it out through your feelings and emotions, which is going to trigger out into your physical well-being environment. So it's that whole total piece you have to have.
How do we adopt a positive mindset?
Well, first of all, you have to make sure you understand what the self-care is all about, which is the components of physical self-care, emotional self-care, mental. That's the mental well-being is the mind and intellect. And your social self-care, because no man is an island, and then your spiritual self-care. But to me, the order should be spiritual. Everybody have their own order. Spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, then social. And then once you get that, you have to understand the thoughts, which goes into your mindset. And thoughts are basically what shape your perception of your influence and your actions, what you do, what you say, why you say. So the nature of your thoughts can come in just 3 different categories. You got your conscious, unconscious. Sometimes you think like, what? Okay, I know I'm thinking about this. We have so many thoughts coming through our mind all the time. You can be focused on this and something pop up. Now, we tend to say pull it down, but I tend to say where did it come from? So you got your conscious, unconscious thoughts about those you're actually aware of and those you're not aware of. You have your positive and negative. What's building you up? What's tearing you down? You have your persistence and fleeing. Some thoughts just stay in your mind all the time, and then some bounce all off the wall. So all as a part of your nature, your thoughts. What are you thinking? And then you need to stop and think about what you're thinking about. because then it goes into the power of your mindset. So what we're going to do right now, if you don't mind, Steve, we'll take a break and we'll do some breathing, which is all I want you to do is to inhale for 8 counts through your nose and exhale for 8 counts through your nose. Now, I want you to focus on just breathing. Now, in the meantime, we know that because you focus on breathing don't mean that your thoughts might not run through your mind. And that's what I want you to focus on. What are you thinking about? Don't try to knock them out. Think about those thoughts, and then we're going to talk about them afterwards to see, are they conscious, unconscious? Are they positive? Are they negative? Or are they persistent? Because sometimes it's trying to tell us we need to do something and we try to ignore it, but it keeps coming back until we do it. So right now, let's take some time out and listen to My Handsome Husband. It's one of his new releases came out, and it's called Calm, and it's all instrumental. So remember, your focus is on inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. And just try to get deep breathing. Okay, are you ready? I will start you off, and then you take it from there. So right now, I want you to get into a comfortable place where you're just comfortable. You may be sitting up or lying down. And I want you just to close your eyes and just relax. No worries, no concern. And as you inhale through your nose, focus on something good. And as you fully exhale that breath out through your nose, let go of that bad energy. So you inhale peace. You exhale frustration. You inhale joy. And you exhale aggravation. You inhale being in a room that you enjoy being in. And you exhale people, places, or things that drain you. And whatever comes into your mind, remember that thought so we can discuss it later. Couple more breaths, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Love. Exhale, gossip, bitterness, backbiting. One more time. And come back to reality. When you feel comfortable, open your eyes. Okay.
I just want to keep the beats going. That was wonderful. Lots of, before I get into a couple of questions, Byron is your husband, right?
Yes, my handsome husband. I call him handsome.
Okay, I can call him that too. So he creates music. He's been doing this for a while. Just kind of curious.
Yes, but he is an inspirational gospel singer. He's been singing all his life. And even around the house, when you ask him a question, he has to sing your answer. Everything he does is a song, but he loves singing. And he'll be with us next week. Beautiful. He loves it because it's a motivation. Through his singing, a lot of people have got encouraged, motivated, even got some healing and self-confidence. We use this music a lot throughout our workshops and seminars. So basically, he's been singing since a little boy.
Wonderful. I mean, that definitely complemented what you just did there. And what I'm seeing, and I want your confirmation or validation on this, my thinking that when we exhale, we're letting go of not just the thoughts, but there's negative energy in us that we're letting out.
Yes. And that's the reason why I say when you inhale, I want you to think of inhale and bringing in the good, the positive, and exhaling frustration. Because a lot of times we inhale the negative. We hold it and we don't release it. But once you release, you can feel it leaving you. You can feel it going from you.
You know what I heard? And I wonder if you heard this too, that when you breathe through your mouth, you're sending a signal to your subconscious that you're in a stressful situation. Because if you were running from a tiger, how would you be breathing? You'd be breathing through your mouth like.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I've heard that always exhale through your nose. You can inhale your choice through your mouth if that's easier for you, whatever it may be. But the exhale, we did it through our nose.
And I did that for a reason. Now, there's sometimes you have to exhale through your mouth. If you're doing training, resistance training, weightlifting,
That's
you better
different.
exhale through your mouth.
That's
You do
different.
not want to do that. If you're trying to calm yourself down and bring your blood pressure down, take it through your nose.
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha on that.
So it depends on where you are. And a lot of times you don't realize we open ourselves up and we all the time, and then we wondering why we feeling all this energy is because we open up. Everything's open. So that's another reason why I say take it through, inhale through your nose, because it's a form of meditation, relax and exhale through your nose. Because it calms you more down that way. Because this is where is the nose? It's really closer to your brain than your mouth is.
Interesting. Wow. Anybody could do this though. Like if they were doing, if they
Yes.
wanted to take some time and let's say they got a stressful situation, maybe something at work triggered them and they walk away from the situation. They go to the car, I need a moment. I need a moment. And
Hmm.
just take in the positive breath and then exhaling the negativity. Maybe
Yes.
somebody said something to you. Your boss wasn't very nice, whatever it is, let that out.
Yeah. And this is one of the things I always do. I have to do it myself sometimes too, because you know how you can be someplace and you don't even know what's going on in that person's mind. That's why I try to tell people don't take things personally, because that person, like the cashier, one of the lines in the girls in the I would say mall, shopping center mall, where I had a cashier, she was in her own little world. And when I said something to her, she snapped at me. And I'm like, okay, I'm the customer. But I had to realize, okay, Fredina, right there in that moment, inhale and exhale.
Mm.
And come to find out, she just got some bad news. She had found out something that was very devastating, and it just came out. So that's why you can do this in the car, you can do this in the elevator, you can do this while you're walking, you can do this in a meeting. Take that time to, it's really called controlling yourself in the time.
What else can you tell us about mindset?
Okay, so when you think about that, now I want you to go back and think about the mindset. We have a lot of issues with mindset. There's two different kind of mindsets we can have. There's the fixed mindset. People think, okay, this is how I am. I cannot change. They have low self-esteem. They believe it's going to always be there. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. They feel threatened and intimidated by society. And no matter what they do, because their IQ is here, they can't get any higher. That's fixed. And that's kind of like a negative mindset. It's draining you because you don't think there's no way out. Or you can go into the growth mindset where you see yourself as believing you can change, you can learn. Now, you might have a disappointment, but what did you learn through it? Believing that you can embrace challenges and overcome them, then you're growing. And that's the kind of mindset we want to have because we all know that everything does not go the way we plan. But if you have a fixed mindset, you would take it personally and believe this is it and go into a negative mind frame. But if you have that growth mindset, you will see, okay, I'm disappointed. I don't like the way it came out, but what can I do about it? I can still overcome it. So when you was thinking about that time when you're going into that time of meditation and breathing, what thoughts were coming through your mind? Were they fixed? Were they growth thoughts? Were they something that happened in your past? What were they? And what categories can you put them in? Can you go back and look at that mindset and put it into conscious thoughts? I've been thinking about this unconscious. Or can you look at it as positive or negative? Or can you look at it as persistent? Okay, if it's persistent, why am I still thinking this? It's something I need to do, or something or someone else I'm letting control me. Then, okay, it's fixed if I don't think I can get out of it. It's growth if I think I can. Now, will it happen overnight? Maybe sometimes it will, and maybe sometimes it won't.
What's your suggestion if somebody has those negative thoughts? You know, the ones that paralyze them or just, you know, they feel like they can't move forward. How do we change that? Those thoughts
I
when
would
they
have
pop
to
up.
I would have to talk to them and see what kind of fixed thoughts they are. Where are they coming from? Because there's some thoughts that uh, we have no control over if it's some about someone else. You know how sometimes we want to fix other people. So we keep
Mm.
dwelling on those thoughts and think there's no way out, realizing we don't have that say on their lifestyle. But if it's something you're dealing with, like something you did in the past, okay, what did you do? Okay, why did it happen? Did something happen before? Okay, what can you do about it? Can you change it? No. Okay, so are you going to let that hold you back from pursuing your dreams because you made that mistake that time? What did you learn from it? So it's going to depend, Steve, on what kind of fixed negative thoughts you got. Is it something you was told, like somebody told you never amount to nothing? Well, that's their opinion. But do you really believe that? Or maybe it's, okay, I lost all my money and I don't see no way out. Well, okay, you lost it, but isn't there more money to be made out there? Or maybe it's the loss of a loved one. Okay, you're right. That one's not coming back. But what, all the time I spent together, what did you get out of it? Or maybe it is a job. You didn't get the job you wanted, and you was told you didn't have the credentials. All right. Well, first of all, how bad did you want that job? And second of all, is that what you really want to do? Third of all, is there such thing as you can't go get what you need to get that job if that job is really for you? So, Steve, it's going to depend on what fixed mindset you are in to
Mm.
transition over to the growth mindset because all things are possible.
You
But
can
it depends
always
on how determined you are.
you can always look at
Yeah,
it
I'm
through
sorry.
a negative lens too. You know, like let's say the passing of someone. Horrible. I get it. It's there's pain, there's going to be grief, but you can choose when you're ready to look at it as we spent a lot of wonderful times together. I miss them, but maybe I still feel them around. You might pass a restaurant and you get sad because we went there a number of times, or flip it around and
Yeah.
say, you know what? Oh, we had great meals together. Remember the time they spilt water and it was all funny? You know, looking back at those
Yeah.
things, it's the mindset you choose to be in, and that can apply to
Yes.
everything. Your job, you may go day to day, well, then do something about it. But in the meantime, gratitude. I'm thankful I have a job. It seems
Mhm.
stable. It's close to home. I got enough money, you know, to support myself and my family, and then work on getting a new one.
Mhm.
You know,
You're right. You got it. You're so right. It depends on the mind. Yeah, you're gonna have times you're gonna cry about losing a loved one or or you got laid off. Okay. But moving forward, what can you do to move forward?
sure.
How can you, because you're still here. You can't change that, but you're still here. So what are you going to do with your life now? That dash between when you was born and when you leave here. What are you going to do with that dash mark? This is your life, your dash now. What are you going to do with it?
Hmm. What about self care? You mentioned that a little while ago. We talked about that a little bit last time we got together.
Mhm. So when you think about the self-care and dealing with the cultivating the positive mindset, you want to be able to embrace challenges. Because you got to keep fighting off those thoughts and removing them and declaring things that's going to help you move forward. And you want to learn from the criticism because a lot of time we think criticism is negative. But no, if it's constructive criticism, it's trying to help you be simply the best me possible. Then you want to celebrate your efforts by going through, okay, I'm still getting these thoughts, I'm getting, but look how far I've come. I'm able to think about this and move forward. So you want to celebrate. Take time out to celebrate your accomplishments. Like you said earlier, Steve, thinking about gratitude, being grateful. And that's another one. Practice gratitude. All right, look at how far you've come. Not might be where you want to be, but look at where you are now. All right, that did happen. Oh, what did you learn from it? Or what did you get from it? What lemon can you make out? What lemonade can you make out that lemon? And then you want to develop resilience. How are you going to bounce back? Okay, this happened. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay there? Are you going to take little steps? Don't try and make a huge step. Take little steps to move you forward out of where you were to move forward. So those are the things you want to think about when you are thinking about cultivating positive mindset within your self-care. And then you want to integrate that self-care into your mindset. Set realistic goals. SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time management. Then you want to practice mindfulness, being mindful of where you are in the present. What's going on right now? What I need to do right now. Not what's going on, what I did, not what I want to do, but being in this present moment, being grateful for the breath of life, being grateful for friends and family, being grateful, like you said, for a job you have. Then you want to get your positive affirmations going to reinforce your growth towards a healthier mindset. I can overcome this. I didn't like this, but I am better off for learning what I learned, or I am fearfully and wonderfully made, or I am smart. What I did there didn't seem smart, but I am smart. I am intelligent. So you want to make sure you do that and then reflect back and adjust your where you are now. Sometimes you might need to change your goals in your journey. Reflect, where am I now? Do I still want to do what I thought I wanted to do when I planned this a year ago? Where am I? And then, of course, seek support. Surround yourself with people who love you, who will build you up. If you need coaching, counseling, call on me. Seek somebody who's there for you to build you up. And so you want to make sure you're doing all that to impact your mindset of life, whether it's academic or career, whether it's in a relationship, or whether it's in your health and well-being, because believe me, it will affect your lifestyle spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, if you don't get the mental care together and right, which is your thoughts. Because as we think about it, we normally speak it. And when we speak it, it normally manifests. So self-care and mindset are deeply entwined and connected. It's crucial for fulfilling a healthier lifestyle because thoughts do cultivate what we're going to do.
You know what's interesting? We're talking about spirit, mind, body. You help people with all of that, and soul. Mm-hmm. I kind of sometimes connect the spirit to the soul. They're maybe next to each other. Either way, you help people with that journey on all of those. And even on the body side of things, you've done that in terms of career, in terms of fitness training and things like that, correct?
Yes. It's been years. I started off personal training and teaching aerobics classes. And so that became a part of the body. But then, like I said, I realized can't do anything without the soul, the mind, and the spirit.
Yeah. How does somebody connect with you?
They can connect with us by going to our website, wonderful, WonderfulLLC.com, newwonderfulyou.com, or they can call me at 1-216-200-5486. Because when they hit the website, everything they need is there. Coaching, our music, our books we sell on health and wellness. All of it is there. Our blog site, everything is there.
Beautiful. Hey, start the journey. I mean, so many of us, hey, look at it this way. Spring just started a week ago, barely a week ago. And if you look at the astrological calendar, that's the new year. It is really the new year. Officially starting.
You're right. Good. And I thought about that, right? You're right, Steve.
That's why everything's blooming now. And, just think of it in a new way for a new you. Go to the website, start a conversation. Fredina, thank you for being here today. Learned a lot. Validated a lot, too.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks for the music. I appreciate that. Looking forward to a meet in the hub, the handsome hub, next time we get together as well. All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. We'll talk soon, okay?
Mm-hmm. This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.